everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Game of Thrones podcast. Christian, have you seen all of Game of Thrones?
I've seen season 1 and I've seen season 8, episode 1.
All right, who is Bran? Who is Khaleesi? Who is Tyrion?
Bran is a psychic. He's Professor X. He's in a wheelchair like him.
All right.
Khaleesi is the girl from Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Okay.
And Tyrion Lannister is the man famous from Jon Favreau's Elf.
All right.
Who played?
Oh God, that's mean. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was the joke
mean.
in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
He played the creative, genius, terrible billionaire, Miles Finch.
In Elf?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I remember him being in that, but honestly, I mostly remember Peter Dinklage from 30 Rock.
Okay.
But I should probably, I don't know. I saw the first episode of this Game of Thrones recently. I rewatched it.
Oh, yeah, because I started season 1 again the other night.
I think we accidentally started season 1 again at the same time.
I think probably.
So, yeah, that'll do it for the Game of Thrones podcast this week, the Thronecast. Thanks for tuning in, and now stay in for the JoyClicks Gaming podcast. Christian Buckley, what's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm all right. Video games. How about those?
Video games are fun. I've been so busy, I've barely played any.
Yeah, dude, I'm just watching The Sopranos.
Uh-huh.
I already told you about it. That show is so good, dude.
I think it's my sister's favorite show of all time.
Yo, she's right, dude.
Yeah.
The show's awesome. It's the best blend of drama and comedy I've seen since Breaking Bad. But it's probably the opposite, right? Breaking Bad is more inspired by that. Yeah. But man, it is a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, The Godfather is good, but The Sopranos is like real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's a good comparison.
Yeah, man. I've been thinking about that all week.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I'm wrapping up this semester of classes and stuff, so.
Congratulations.
Yeah, one more year.
Should I go to college?
Huh?
Should I go to college?
If you want to.
All right.
I don't feel like I'm taking much away from it outside of the people I'm meeting.
You're going to get that degree, though.
Yeah.
It's all about that degree and them networking.
Yeah. I have, though. I'm
sorry, I didn't mean to dox you.
It's all good. Put a Game of Thrones quote there.
All right.
So I in my free time, I've either been playing Tetris 99 still, because that's one of the only things I've been playing this year.
There was that thing this weekend. Did you do it?
I did this time.
Did you win?
I don't think so. I got like 150 points.
I completely forgot, honestly.
I didn't play super long. I played maybe like 6 rounds. I didn't win any of them.
Tetris 99 is in the same place as Sekiro Shadows Die Twice in my heart. Games I'm not good enough at and will never return to.
I haven't played Sekiro for like 2 weeks. I hit a boss wall that I'm just like...
Was it Genichiro?
No, it is
Snake Eyes?
Guardian Ape.
Oh shit, you're ahead of me.
Looks like Kratos.
Frick. Yeah, I didn't get there. I honestly, everything in the Senpo Temple, that area, kicking my ass, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like, those monks, those dudes with the hats, the short dudes.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Game's real good. I want to finish it still.
I do want to finish it well, but I put it down for quite some time. But I will say the Genichiro fight is one of my favorite moments.
It's
in video games.
It's very cool. Yeah.
Felt very good. My head was moving at every clash.
Yeah.
It's quality. And I saw pictures of this Guardian Ape pretty recently. I really want to see it.
Yeah, he's got the giant katana through his neck.
This thing does?
Yeah.
Man.
It's a cool design.
Did you know that the mountain apes or mountain gorillas are endangered?
Really?
There's only 790 left.
Wow, really?
And this is, like, by mountain gorilla, this is what you think of a gorilla. Like, these are those.
It's like King Kong style?
Yeah, dude. Less than 800 left in the world.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Well, all right. You play anything else real quick?
No, I've been watching Community in my spare time. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Restarted
Did
that.
you see that Donald Glover thing, that Guava Island in the end?
Not yet. I have it queued up.
Yeah. Cool. I gotta see it.
Gonna watch it soon.
You have Amazon Prime?
I do.
What a good service.
Yeah.
I'm just watching The Sopranos on that because it's so much better watching it there than HBO Go.
Mm.
Really good. And you know what? I was really bummed to see that no Game of Thrones is on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's only on HBO Go.
Yeah, I'm watching it on HBO now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, the HBO Go between Amazon feeds like of The Sopranos, there's a color difference, dude.
Yeah, I've seen some comparisons. It's not where it should be.
Bummer.
So.
What do you think about the Game of Thrones special effects, at least in the first episode? Does it get better?
I don't know. I thought the dragons looked all right, but like
I've only seen Oh, you mean the new episode?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just rewatched the first episode of
gotcha.
season 1.
It gets better than that, yeah.
Okay, because it looked kind of bad to me.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll stick in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, Christian, this was a really weird news week.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Maybe the craziest thing I've seen in all my 30 years on this earth. They announced the PlayStation 5 in a Wired article.
Yeah.
And they detailed specs. It's an interview with Mark Cerny, right?
Yes, it is.
Wired got a hands-on preview with the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. First thing I want to say, why Wired?
Maybe it's like a case of they think Wired is maybe more mainstream than going into like an IGN or Game Informer or maybe CNET. I don't know.
What about like Digital Foundry? Is it just because Xbox uses them?
It could be. I mean, I don't know. What did you think of that Digital Foundry and Eurogamer? Digital Foundry Xbox One X deal back when that happened?
I thought it was a good idea because it was it was a good way to like explain it in layman's terms for the people who aren't on the business side of it, you know?
Right. Because I mean those guys know their shit.
Yeah, and they present it in a way that's very digestible for pretty much anyone.
But I think it is weird that they kind of use them as marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I think this Wired article felt a bit less like that.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because it's just an interview with Mark Cerny.
Yeah.
But and maybe honestly the hardware just isn't as finalized as it was for the Xbox One X at the time.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, like this dev kit's out there. Like, how much can it change from that?
I don't know.
If they're making games for the dev kits.
Well, how about we talk about those specs then?
Sure.
Maybe we can get into some of that.
A lot of this is pretty foreign to me.
Yeah, I know some stuff, but definitely not much.
Okay, so
want to run them down?
Yeah, I mean,
it seemed very impressive.
Oh yeah.
In a way that I don't know how it's going to be very affordable, but similar to the way when the PS4 was announced. Remember when they announced 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM?
Yes.
That was like bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
That felt like unobtainable.
Yeah.
At the time, but then they got that for a $400 price point.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like there's a bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, like in that case, before we jump in, like comparing to the PS4, I feel like when the PS4 came out, it was very much. I don't know if they were necessarily taking a hit on the sales.
Yeah.
But I gotta imagine, because again, we're gonna run through the specs and stuff, but I have to imagine with the amount the PS4 sold, even if they do take a slight hit,
yeah,
I feel like they want to recapture a large install base that they're used to having.
Sure.
So maybe that's why they're gonna balance it out that way. But
right, it's possible that they do take a hit on this with these specs, especially. I want to say I remember the PS4. It wasn't a hit for them. They were always profitable. Those units.
Okay. Well, they were those consoles from that gen were both underpowered comparatively, right, when they launched?
How do you mean, like compared to PC stuff?
Yeah, compared to like average PC stuff at the time.
Yeah, I mean they were a bit underwhelming in terms of the hardware stuff, but the PS3 they took a hit on.
Yeah,
for sure. And I mean, if you want to take a hit now, I think is a smart choice, especially with how much digital takes up the market.
Yeah.
Right, because like they get like 30% cuts on like everything sold in the PSN store, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they have an incentive to take a hit, I guess, and get that install base up, get those people into the ecosystem.
Yeah, you're right.
Which hey, Anyways, sorry for delaying this so long. What are these specs?
So, this is compiled on Reset Era.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Cerny, lead architect.
Bathtub guy.
Knack guy.
I actually don't know how that meme started. The knack guy? I don't know. You ever heard the bathtub thing?
No, but
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, he also led PS4. Did he lead PS3?
I want to say he had a huge helping in there, but I think that had some Ken Kutaragi as well.
Okay. Well, it makes more sense if he was brought on after PS3 to course correct, you know, and keeping him on seems like a good idea.
Sure.
There is an 8-core AMD 7nm Zen 2 based on the 3rd gen Ryzen. Do you know, a quick explanation for any of that? Like, I know AMD is the, comparative to, what,
Intel?
and NVIDIA?
Right. No, I don't really know much. I just know 7nm is a highly sought-after process right now in terms of making processors smaller.
Okay.
I think NVIDIA's next graphics cards are going to be using that technology, and Intel's next processors that have been delayed for a year or something are going to be using those too.
Okay.
But and the Ryzen stuff is the most common PC motherboard.
Yes, I have seen that
CPU
name
architecture.
Before.
What?
I have seen that term before. The name.
No. Honestly, on the PC side right now, Intel is just having some obscene prices, and I usually go with Intel, but my next build I might have to go with Ryzen because it's just much cheaper for same performance.
All right.
So that sounds good. I mean, on that end, from what I understand.
Next up, we got ray tracing support with custom AMD Navi GPU.
Yo, now this shit is crazy.
I do know what ray tracing is.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Ray tracing is neat. I mean, it's very processing intensive, right? It takes a lot of power.
Yeah. I saw that demonstration of Captain Phasma's armor with ray tracing from Battlefront 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some good Star Wars stuff that they've done with that. I think there were those 3 stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was the one that I saw.
Yeah, that was a cool demo.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the game Quake 2 from the 90s?
Yes, I do.
Someone just fan made a ray tracing core in it, and man, it looks so cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's just all these rocket launchers are flying around and creating these crazy light paths.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this is awesome. But brings me back to my GDDR5 thing.
Yeah, it's crazy
seems
expensive,
kind of crazy
right?
for an affordable price, you know?
Yeah.
On PC right now, I think the cheapest thing with the ray tracing core is GTX 2070, or maybe the 2060 came out, but the 2070 came out last year. Ray tracing, cheapest ray tracing graphics card available at the time, and was $600.
Yeah, that's yeah, it's weird because again, they're making a product that's coming out past where we are currently,
right?
You know, so they must be accounting for some drop off in price or something. I don't know.
And they will get deals on, they're going to buy millions of these for years,
yeah.
right? So yeah, and I will say that 2070 doesn't even ray trace well for being $600.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's the lower end option.
Battlefield, you go from 60 frames to 30 frames with ray tracing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Stuff like that, but and it's going to be hard to ray trace for resolutions higher than 1080p. Right now, it's kind of impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
still pretty exciting though. I'm psyched to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if Microsoft's doing the same thing, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like that's a natural one for them. You know?
What, for Sony or Microsoft?
For Microsoft.
Yeah.
I would expect more. It's cool that Sony seems to be chasing this stuff, but I feel like that's a bigger selling point that Microsoft would dedicate time in their presentation.
Microsoft has had some weird selling points over the years.
Yeah.
With the Xbox One X, they kept talking about the hubris method or something. It was the fact that they could cool the processor down better than anyone else could.
Yeah.
Oh, the vapor chamber. That was
I remember that.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, moving on, I guess.
Sure, thank you.
There's a custom AMD unit for 3D audio, also aided by ray tracing. A big upgrade, hot on the heels of Sony acquiring near industry standard audio kinetic.
Yeah.
This just screams
that's
VR.
That's fascinating, I guess.
To me personally, this just seems like a VR thing.
No, it definitely does. But I mean,
mainly a VR thing, you know.
What's up?
Like, it mainly seems like a thing they're prioritizing for VR.
Right, which is promising that they're keeping VR around, I guess.
Absolutely.
So I guess we'll skip over that into the next thing then or if you could bring up the VR stuff now.
Yeah, I'll skip to the VR stuff. There's a new virtual reality platform being strongly hinted at, which also the next system will also be supporting current PSVR.
Right.
Which is very cool.
That is cool. I wonder if that means that the new games will be able to be played on the old PSVR headset, or just old PSVR games can be used with that headset.
Yeah, maybe.
But
maybe it's honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if VR, just say PSVR 2, ends up being the same sort of experiences but more impressive visually.
Yeah.
And then you can still play them with the old unit. It's just on the lowest settings.
Yeah, I think that would be a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Because I think right now PSVR is good. Like, people develop really good experiences for it.
Yeah.
But comparatively to some of the PC stuff with the tracking they've got there, they can kind of they're better. You can get a better experience with those games with larger player areas.
Yeah.
And that I think you get less of those games coming to PSVR because of the limitations of that hardware.
Yeah, I feel like you could still. Yeah, it's interesting with the forward compatibility aspect of the PSVR, like you brought up, but yeah, I feel like they could still find a balance between playing the game. Like, say PSVR 2 doesn't have light tracking; it's just motion tracking, or however the Vive and Oculus do it.
The inside out tracking stuff with the I don't know, they shoot a bunch of infrared beams all over. I think I don't know.
Okay. Well, if it was something closer to that than the actual sensor light bar tracking thing, maybe this seems like it would be a heavier thing for developers, but maybe supply 2 play style options, like what unit you're using.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely experiences that try and suit your play environment. Like when I had an Oculus for a bit, there were games that had are you going to play this sitting down or sitting up? Or sorry, sitting down or standing up.
Right, yeah.
Which I think PSVR has the same stuff.
Some of them do, yeah. And I play my PSVR probably 5 feet away from my TV in a maybe 5 by 8 foot portion of my dorm.
Yeah.
So the confined aspect of it, I'm mostly sitting when I play VR. I'm never really standing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, bigger player environments, that's more of an issue. I haven't ran into many of them, but I can imagine just because it
would just be cool, you know?
Yeah.
Especially because the PS VR has been really accessible, right? It would just be neat if the next one could be uncompromising. Like, hey, this is that PC experience for console-like prices, you know?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I mean, hey, it's good on them for still supporting the PSVR.
I feel like this is a natural.
God knows the Vita went down. What?
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a natural segue since we're talking about compatibility. Backwards compatible with at least PS4.
Oh right. Yeah, great. I think that was heavily everyone
rumored.
kind of assumed that.
Yeah.
What?
It was heavily rumored. I think Schreier had an article saying that.
Yeah, and I think with the PS4 they moved to more of a PC-like architecture than the PS3. So, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I definitely expected, but man, can they get PS3 compatibility on this? Can they do it?
That'd be nice.
They should do it.
Yeah. And, I mean, for a fair number of the, quoting, 90+ million users that own a PS4, will be easy to bump up because the PS5 will also be able to continue using physical media.
Right.
So that works for my 6 discs I own.
Yeah. I I still have some. Yeah, I'm definitely mostly digital at this point.
Same, yeah.
So, but hey, a disc drive would be nice to let me put in those PS3 games I got.
And 4K Blu-rays, hopefully.
Oh my god, I still can't believe the PS4 Pro shipped without that.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know.
What bullshit?
Yeah.
Man. Goddamn. Speaking of Ks, it sounds like they're thinking about 8K with this, right?
Yeah.
Which is all right. All right.
Which, like, cool.
Yeah, I guess
you
so.
Know? Like, yeah, future-proof yourself as much as you can, because who knows how long this next generation is gonna last. But like,
right.
I don't even think I think like we're still like a year or two away from 4K being the absolute standard.
Yeah, honestly, maybe more. I don't know. Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
I think Google fucked up. I think they said 8K. Maybe now that's the issue.
Probably.
It's an 8K Google Play stream, the Stadia stream though, isn't going to be that great still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Moving like together with the 8K, the upscaled everything, and the backwards compatibility, Cerny demoed Spider-Man.
Yeah.
To show off a lot of these things. So they said in the quote here, Spider-Man load speed improved on a 4K screen, as well as Spider-Man load times on the PS4 Pro. Fast traveling, like initiating fast traveling, takes 15 seconds. On the PS5, it takes 0.8.
Now that's insane, I think.
That is the biggest thing that is a appeal to me. And
yeah.
The reasoning for this is because they're going to be using an SSD storage format.
Right. And it sounds like in here, they've got some proprietary faster than other SSD thing.
Yeah.
Which is like cool.
No, I'm not understanding anything right now. That is the most appealing thing to me about this.
Well, it was cool to see him mention like, yeah, this will be good for game design.
Yeah.
New limits. And I'm like, hey, yeah, totally. What's been nice is Sekiro load times are pretty solid.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I remember in like Bloodborne or something.
Yeah, Bloodborne is rough.
Yeah.
Even
stuff like
they patched it and it's still rough.
Yeah. And I wonder if that Spider-Man he's demoing is a patched version for PS5 or like it's just loading it faster because it's more advanced hardware. You know?
I would imagine it's the latter if PS4 games are just going to be natively played on it.
Well, there's stuff weird like or maybe honestly hard drive will just negate that, but like on a PS4 Pro, if you play a game without a PS4 Pro update, it will play exactly the same way it does on PS4.
Right.
They've got some weird tech to make it like play exactly the same as it would on the OG.
Weird.
Which I wonder if like I don't know. It's just,
no, yeah, they don't really specify how.
I mean, if they could just update PS4 games to have PS5 specs though, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Like, hey man, I think it'd be a lot of work to. I don't know how much work. I mean,
yeah.
In theory, ray tracing would be less work these days than baking a light map in. But if they could make a ray trace version of Spider-Man, that would look really nice.
I love Spider-Man. I cannot wait to play that on an even beefier machine.
Right.
Because it already looks gorgeous on a PS4 Pro. So like just seeing what it would look like improved, what a sequel would look like with these specs is very exciting. And yeah, the SSD for someone who is, well, both of us are primarily digital on PS4 now.
It's true.
Digital load times are already a bit of an improvement, but so having an SSD is just going to make that even more noticeable.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a brief explanation, I guess, if people don't know SSD? Like, it's a regular, like, the best way I can describe it is like, if you have an external hard drive and it makes a sound when you're using it, it's not an SSD because there's a disk in there that has the data on it, and it has to read the disk. So an SSD is just it's like there's no moving component to it. It's just all written there on itself. I guess more comparable to like, if you want to make it like a straight comparison, it's not the best one, I guess, but like saving pictures on just a CD and then saving them on a USB stick.
No, totally. Like that is what it is, right? It's a hard drive is a moving disk, and then a solid state drive is, flash memory.
Yeah.
Like an SD card or something. And that just means for a much faster experience than, the optical kind of disk stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get, like, they just keep making them faster and stuff. I don't really know how they're doing it, but SSDs.
Yeah. That is the thing I'm most excited about, definitely. So.
Yeah.
There's a couple more things on software. Notably that developers have dev kits now, and they're accelerating development recently. So, next Assassin's Creed is probably being worked on for the PS5 right now.
The Viking one?
Yes.
Cool.
The
Viking experience.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm referencing. I just saw on Twitter a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's wrestling.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. My bad.
What else? Death Stranding. Maybe cross-gen.
Oh, they mentioned it? Oh, huh.
Yeah, Cerny brought up Death Stranding in the article.
Well, him and Kojima are best friends.
They are.
I don't know.
So yeah,
Kojima posted a picture of Norman Reedus earlier today.
I did see that. Yeah, they're doing a presentation at Tribeca.
Oh, are they? I think I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yo, that's in New York. We should go.
When is it?
I think it's maybe it's this week actually.
Yeah, I can't make that.
Dude, God.
I'm sure there's gonna be some cool little nuggets out of that though.
Robert De Niro, I think, runs Tribeca. Or he's one of the co-founders.
Okay.
Did you know that? Yeah, I had no idea. It's been in New York this whole time.
Never realized that.
Do you know where Sundance is?
I'm just gonna say California.
Okay. I know Cannes is France.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, I'm thinking of TIFF. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, where's
TIFF? Not Tangent. TIFF is in Toronto.
Yes. Okay.
So.
Toronto International Film Festival?
Yes.
All right.
And there's only 2 little bullet points left on here. I don't know if you have extra information that you had on mind specifically.
I don't got nothing.
It's been in development for 4 years so far, and they're saying 2020.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.
That is the little breakdown of this Wired article.
Thanks to that Reset Era poster.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'll give credit. Who is it?
Yeah.
Wollan. Wollan.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
There was also a comment in this article that the price would be appealing to gamers.
Yeah.
What's an appealing price for you? You're a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
An appealing price to me, honestly, with the hardware they put in there, it depends on where we are in next year when this thing's out. But right now, I have a tough time imagining how this is less than $500.
Okay.
And I would happily pay a $500 for this product, I think.
Okay.
It seems like a powerful and forward-thinking machine that to be honest, do not know how they can make this for less than $700.
Yeah.
But manufacturer clout and secret sauce. Maybe they can get price down to $500, or I don't know. I heard someone wants to be $350.
That's what I tweeted.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not expecting 350. I think 350 would be nice.
Yo, dude, arrogant Sony is back. $599.
Well,
it's not like
do you think that's an actual thing to think about?
The $600?
No, like just arrogant Sony. Like, do you think Microsoft undercuts them? After what happened before? Like, I'm sure Phil Spencer would love to come out and be like, "Oh, we're 400 if they're 500." Like,
Honestly, what I think is going to happen is there's 2 Microsoft boxes, right?
Yes.
So I think they'll have one that is just unbelievably cheap, right?
Yeah.
$100. Which maybe they won't do that after this week. What the fuck?
Yeah, $250 for an Xbox One now
without a disc drive.
Yeah, that's something.
It's insane. That thing plays Devil May Cry 5 at 40 frames per second. Like, on PS4 it's 60.
Yeah.
Sorry, just $250 for that just seems kind of BS.
Yeah.
But I mean, the theory is on Black Friday it'll be discounted several $50 cheaper. I don't know.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I think what's going to happen is Microsoft will have their cheap Xbox that is undeniably cheaper than the PS5.
Okay.
But I bet you the Microsoft will have a more expensive unit than the PS5 as well.
What do you think, like 700?
And it'll be less powerful.
Do you think 700 is too high for Microsoft's like high-end version?
Yeah, I think $700 is some crazy territory. Honestly, $600 is kind of too.
Yeah,
but
like anything over 500, I feel like is like pushing it. Because like saying 500, even with knowing these specs right now and like not having full context on the entire like PC parts industry, I guess.
Yeah.
Or components is like from a strictly consumer perspective.
Mm-hmm.
As someone, and I'm not alone in this, as someone who recently bought a PS4 Pro within the last 12 months, and even if somebody bought it within the last 2 years, I feel like that was already a bit of a bump from the PS4, I think. And then,
yeah, I've been pretty happy with the 4K stuff on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, like I don't know necessarily, like the thing that's going to make me do this upgrade is software.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason I've stuck with PlayStation most of my life.
Yeah. It's
because I prefer their IP. Like,
well, it's pretty likely you'll be playing Xbox games on this PS5 anyway, so.
Yeah, that's completely fair. I'm playing an Xbox game on my Switch in like a day or two, so.
Right.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Do you think with the backward compatible aspect, if it plays the games natively, you'd be ditching your PS4, or are you going to hold on to it?
Dude, if this game plays PS3, PS2, PS1, PS4, I'll get rid of everything.
Okay.
Happily. Like, seriously, that would be amazing. Unless there's, like, weird... If it's native, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want... I guess the emulation has to not be software-based for me to get rid of my PS3. But, yeah, I mean, I would love... Like, seriously, that PS3 takes up one spot in my entertainment thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to just rip it out.
Yeah.
Rather than using it once in a while to play Azura's Wrath or whatever.
Yeah. Like, but, I normally sell my hardware, but in the past couple years, I've started regretting, like, oh man, I wish I still had my GameCube.
Yeah.
But, like, the PS4, I'm torn on, because, like, if it does just play things on the PS5, how much would I be able to even get for it to upgrade? Also, I got that real nice Spider-Man version. Also, I kind of want to have 2 PlayStation systems in my room, like one in the entertainment room and one in my bedroom.
Sure.
Because Fortnite crossplay is going to be on here still.
We are a 2 Xbox One household.
Okay, yeah, see?
Which is bizarre, I think. But it's a good entertainment system. My parents like using it. So,
yeah. There's already 2 PS4s in my house. My brother has one in his room.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, hey, if all the PS4 BC stuff is true, I will happily get rid of my PS4, even though it probably won't get much money for it. As long as it does, like, plays the games at PS4 Pro support, I don't think I need one, I guess. Even though I agree with you, I regret selling, honestly, the thing I regret most is telling my dad he can get rid of the CRT TVs.
Oh, yeah,
that was fucked up. Yeah. I shouldn't have done it. But, yeah, no, I mean, I keep everything. I have my N64 still. But even the PS2 we kept when we got a PS3 that had BC.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I don't know. For some reason, I do kind of want to get rid of this PS4. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, from what I know of your Pro, it's like a day away from falling apart, right?
Right. So, yeah, that could just be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing needs to get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, because when my launch PS4 started acting up, I was like, give me a reason. Like, just give me any reason to sell this thing.
Honestly, like, it's BS that Sony won't just replace it. Like, what the fuck? I know it's 2 years, warranty's 1 year, but holy shit, I paid $400 for that thing. Yeah. Now I can barely use it.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. Maybe that's an overstatement saying I can barely use it, but holy crap, I have to, like... It sounds like a jet engine, man.
Yeah.
I swear.
I have another question for you.
Sure, go for it.
So, recently there were those leaked, quote-unquote leaked, like rumor leaked, images of a PS5 dev kit.
Oh, I didn't see these.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not.
Why don't you Google that?
Is it just a big like tower? Does it a big computer?
No, it looks like a. From memory, it looks like the shape of an NES.
Dev kits tend to
like. I know they're weird shapes usually.
Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you look it up though? Because there is a controller next to it.
Man, my computer's all the way over there.
Okay, let me send
Sorry.
you.
Dude, my phone's all the way over there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, man. If you describe it to me, I can do my best.
Okay, let me pull it up, and then you can, if you like have something to say crazy, you can put text up or something.
There was some Astrobot GDC talk where they had old PS4 prototypes on controllers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Don't know if you saw that. Look pretty neat.
Yeah, there were some ones on there that I was like, that'd probably be pretty cool, but then there were some that was like, oh, get that away from me.
Some of those look like the Daft Punk music video for Technologic.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? Yeah, with that little thing going like that.
Okay, so I have it pulled up my phone.
Mm-hmm.
This, for reference, I'm pointing it to my camera. You can't really see it well. So there's the dev kit that looks like an NES shape-wise. There looks like there's a screen.
What color is it?
It's black.
Okay.
There are 4 USB... No, those look like HDMI. Huh. It looks like there's a couple USB ports and at least one HDMI port on the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Disk drive, part of the front is blocked by the controller. There's a screen on the front next to the disk drive, like a small, probably like 3x2 inch screen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's standard. I feel like I've seen those on dev kits before.
For sure, I'm thinking of a 361 right now that definitely has.
Yeah, it's like showing you internal temperature, or like frame, like FPS or performance stats.
Sure.
And then there's the controller, which looks like a more angular PS4 controller.
Okay, that doesn't sound comfy to me.
Well, it's the inside of the grip, like where the inside connector between the bottom of the handle and the analog stick is like kind of angled, so it gives you more space for the like meat of your thumb, I guess.
Okay.
On
so
your
you
hand.
wouldn't really touch it though, would you?
Kind of like you like the part of your thumb, like that's like the squishy part of your thumb on your hand. It seems like that would probably rest on the indent. And then the buttons looked like the D-pad looks like it's slightly more rounded. The triggers look like they are essentially the same triggers on the DualShock 4. There's a button where the share and options are, but they're sideways ovals this time. And the most notable feature is that there is a presumably LCD touchscreen where the touchpad goes.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
The Wii U shit. The fuck?
It is the size of a DualShock 4, and it looks like that screen size is almost exactly the same real estate as the touchpad.
All right.
I have a better version of the controller pulled up now. So.
You're grinding my gears here. Like, it's definitely not the Wii U, but look, man, putting a screen in the controller makes that shit expensive.
And battery life.
Exactly. Oh my god. The PS3 controller battery life, dude, chef's kiss. Greatest thing ever. I rarely ever charged it. PS4 battery life, man.
I'm always plugged in.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to have the message and have to get up, I'm just always plugged in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Still concave analog sticks, too.
Okay, I think I prefer those than the Xbox analog sticks.
Yeah, they actually look more recessive than the PS4 ones do.
Recessive as in
like it's more of a dip.
They go in a bit more?
Looks like it.
Okay.
And again, this is like hearsay, but honestly, this came out, like 2-3 weeks ago, I think, and now we're hearing this, and I kind of buy it. Like it.
Oh, you think like this is why Sony went to wired immediately?
Maybe. I don't know.
I could see it.
I don't know if that would be the reason that he got motivated to do it, but like
maybe one of them possibly.
Yeah, and like the fact that it's
get out in front of it.
Yeah, it seems like it is a natural progression because like there is an interface in the middle that you would be touching on. In the image that I'm looking at right now, there's a shortcut for setting a message. Like you see your most recent message and probably enough space to have the the keypad pop up. The speakers on this thing too, and it like, I believe it because it's not a huge upgrade from the DualShock 4. It's just like a remix.
Honestly, I think that would be a cool Elite controller kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, make one of those, own one of those, but if you have a game that kind of requires those features on there to where you can't buy a cheaper controller to play that game, I don't really care for that. You know what I mean?
Here's something that I talked about this with Kevin Diaz of PlayStation Source recently. I feel like an easy way to implement this, and this is also kind of touching on the Wii U sort of. You know, say like Horizon, you got your inventory of like traps and stuff. It's like traps, swipe to get a rock, you throw, swipe to get a buff, potion, stuff like that.
Killzone Shadowfall also had features like that.
Yeah.
And they fucking sucked in that game.
If you had an option to have those on the touchpad, so that way I don't have an ugly UI on that beautiful Horizon landscape.
Sure.
Like, that'd be nice. But again, I feel like it's going to go the way of the touchpad. Maybe it makes messaging easier.
Yeah. It's fun when you open a mini-map in a game or something and you can use the touchpad thing.
Oh, I love that.
But, like, you know, I wouldn't be sad if it was gone on the next controller.
Yeah.
Just make sure the PS4 controller can still work on a PS5, man.
That'd be very nice.
I don't know. I think Xbox is doing that.
Yeah.
With the next system.
Yeah.
Like, hey, honestly, why spend so much R&D money on these controllers anymore? I don't really understand it.
Yeah, like, what? There's only so many, like, innovations you can make on how you input things to play games, you know?
Yeah.
With the way we play them now, at least.
Right. I mean, maybe they look at the VR controllers as inspiration or something and trying to get closer to that idea.
Yeah. Because
they do some really cool stuff, but like, I don't know, man. Like, there was that story when the Xbox One was announced, like that horrible press cycle that Microsoft spent $100 million R&D on that controller. And it's a good controller, man, but like, it's not that much different from the 360 controller.
Yeah.
I don't know where that money went. I mean, Microsoft made a bunch of stupid decisions that gen.
Oh yeah.
Well, in the beginning at least, but
100%.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
But yeah, that I wanted to pose those couple questions for you because
hey, no, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I had no idea.
Yeah, they just go alongside with this now that we have actual confirmation.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Remember that PS3 boomerang?
Yeah.
I miss that. I mean, I never got to use it, but I thought that was cool.
I'd love to just like see it in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
maybe in the PS3 anniversary they'll release a fun special edition, one of those or something.
Maybe.
Anyways, in that Wired article, they said this is 2020, right?
They did.
Yeah, that's nuts. Well, it's not nuts, but I mean, it is kind of nuts they said it.
So, did they say 2020 or did they say it's not 2019?
You know, honestly, sorry, Wire, I did not read the article.
I read through most of it and I skimmed through some of it, but the Reset Era thread does say 2020 as a bullet point.
I think I want to say it's already said aiming for 2020.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Let's just agree on that.
Okay.
So yeah, 2020.
2020. Which, bizarre to say this, put this info out now, I think. I mean, everyone knows that they're making a PS5.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they just understand that. But, like, imagine, like, if Black Friday season comes around and there's more information about this next PlayStation 5 out. It's just kind of weird to me.
Yeah, nobody buys PS4s.
Right.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, like, you do always have the people who hop on generations towards the end of them, you know?
Sure.
Because everything is significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you could find a Slim for maybe, like, between $150 and $200 on Black Friday this year.
Yeah. And, you know, potentially, like, with the way Microsoft's going, maybe this system, this next PlayStation 5 and PS4 actually can kind of coexist in a way where the cross-gen crossover lasts a bit longer, you know?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because he does specifically mention Death Stranding filling that aspect.
So, yeah, I mean, there are all sorts of theories going around that this thing might hit not in the fall of 2020, but maybe in, like, mid-2020.
It's like summerish?
Yeah, something like that, or like spring, I don't know.
I mean, do you think they would pass up an opportunity to recreate 2013?
Oh, you mean that E3 thing?
like Last of Us in the spring and then launch a new console in the fall.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that was fun. That was a good year for them.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really matters all that much, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it would be cute.
Yeah.
Like Last of Us 2, PS5 in the fall. But I feel like him getting out now definitely shows that maybe within a year from now, we will have tangible, maybe PS5 within this 12 months or something.
Yeah, I can see it. Definitely. Like, and it's exciting.
It's just a weird thing.
I'm interested to see where developers take the stuff, because again, the only thing at this point that would make me jump immediately would be software. Like,
sure,
day one, if that thing has
Horizon
2, exactly. If it has Horizon 2, Dreaming, but go with me. If they have Spider-Man 2, day one, which I don't think they would, but oof. And then probably within the first 2 years of that thing, we get a God of War sequel. But like,
yeah,
I don't know.
You would hope that, like, I mean, there was a quote from like Corey is it Barlog?
Barlog.
Yeah, I always want to say Balrog.
Yeah.
But anyways, there was a quote from him after like the development of God of War that he just wants to make these games faster.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, they already got a really good looking New York
Exactly,
City.
that's what I'm saying.
Just throw some ray tracing on top of that, some secret sauce.
Add Long Island, right? Because it was just Manhattan.
Something. I don't know, New Jersey, Newark.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Add another island.
Sure. Then release it. Put a new story up. I don't know.
Yeah, because I remember talking to you after I beat Spider-Man. I was like, dude, what if like Spider-Man 2, go with me, 2019, same city, new story.
Yeah, dude, you know what? That's what the Yakuza games do. Every fucking one.
Yeah.
Is just that city.
Yeah.
Even Judgment is just that city.
Yeah.
And you know what? There ain't no problem with that.
Yeah, dude.
Ain't no problem with that.
I would buy it.
Breath of the Wild 2, the same thing. Just use those same assets you made. Turn it around.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. I don't know.
So, last question, I guess.
Sure.
What do you think this means for their fall? Because you did
the fall, I think is
you did already bring up maybe Black Friday sales don't do super hot compared to normal because there might be information about the looming next gen.
Yeah.
Do you think something like The Last of Us coming out in the fall would be able to supplement that of people who don't have PS4s yet but played The Last of Us and loved it?
I also just realized that they're probably going to announce this thing at the PSX.
Probably. That's what I wanted them to do.
Yeah. So maybe there is no tangible information out until that point.
Mm-hmm.
So which they'll probably be fine with the Black Friday stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe Last of Us 2 does come out this year.
Well, there was that rumor like October with that poster thing, but who knows if that was real.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the one that's going to come out the soonest, like before Death Stranding and Ghosts, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But I, for some reason, can see it slipping into 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I
think I would like to play that game this year, though.
Me too.
To be honest.
And I just want to date because, like 3 days ago, I downloaded The Last of Us Remastered again just to have it ready for the second they announce.
Yo, that's like the greatest port ever.
I can't wait to play it. I just want it like to be.
Have you played that remaster?
I haven't. I bought it like.
Dude, it's good.
I bought it very early on of me owning a PS4. Yeah. But I've just been waiting because I want to play through. Because I've only played that game once, and I want to play it again when like the second one is within sight.
Honestly, when I played through that first game on PS3, I liked it. Like I liked the story and stuff, but the combat just did not click for me at all. I was just like it was kind of a chore for me to get through the combat stuff. But when that PS4 remaster came out, I enjoyed that stuff so much more. I think thanks to the frame rate they've doubled the frame rate on the remaster. Like it just felt so smooth, and seeing those animations play out, I don't know, I kind of loved it. I think that's what pushed into my favorite Naughty Dog game.
Yeah, I'm very excited to go back to it. I've also never played the DLC for it, so I'm holding on for that too.
Oh shit!
Left Behind.
That's a good DLC.
I know, I've heard amazing things. I think I know what most of it's about, but like again, I'm waiting for the day. Like tomorrow morning, if they're like, hey, it's coming out October 10th, I will hop on PS4 the second I can and start a file on Last of Us Remastered.
Ah, dude, just play it now. Just go for it. Just start it tomorrow. Who cares? Play that good game again. Also, make sure you got your Facebook account signed into your PS4.
Oh, why?
You'll learn when you play that game.
Okay.
Just gotta sign into Facebook.
Okay, I'll listen. So.
All right. Well, any more thoughts on the next PlayStation?
I don't think so. It's hopeful things right now.
It's fucking weird.
I like what I'm hearing so far,
yeah.
But again, I don't. The past year of like rumblings of next gen, I haven't had the fire lit under me yet about I'm ready. Like, give me something new. But
yeah,
I'm sure they'll show something this year that will spark that.
There's a part of me that wants this thing to be stupidly expensive when it comes out.
So you don't have to buy it?
Well, that and like, you were talking about the PS4 being kind of underwhelming when it came out.
Yeah.
What if they just work from the top, give it a couple years, and then it's a appealing gamer price point?
Yeah, he never mentioned when it's going to be an appealing gamer price point.
I guess you're right.
So,
I don't know.
All right, but yeah.
This thing won't be more expensive than $600 though.
Yeah, I don't think
think it'll be more expensive than $500, but.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Well then, how are we doing on time?
We are at 51 minutes.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
My bad.
All good.
Well, I don't know. That might do it for us this week. I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about? Feel free. There's some stuff we have on the docket we can mention.
What's up?
I don't know. I was thinking about that Persona 5 thing.
Oh yeah, so
in Smash.
Persona 5 and Smash. Joker, you said comes out at 11 hour time.
11 p.m. EST.
All right, so I'm staying. Well, I normally stay up to like 1 a.m. anyway, but yeah, I'll play that tonight.
Yeah, right. That is out tonight. Oh, yeah.
That was a cool trailer though.
I didn't watch it all of it. It was like 15 minutes long,
right? Did you see the stage?
I did see some of the stage. It's pretty cool.
It's so cool.
Like, Mementos is my least favorite part of that game, but that stage is very good.
The art for Mementos, I like the art for Mementos.
Like the loading screen and stuff.
And like the little bus going down
perfect.
by level. I like that stuff, and like the direction for the art for that is cool. But just the fact that I think there's 10 or like 11 tracks from 5, 4, and 3.
Yeah.
And it's just like a simple color swap, but it's still so awesome.
I had a dream where I thought Persona 3 was getting a remaster.
Ooh.
When I woke up, I couldn't find anything out about it on Google.
Bad. I've been there. That sucks.
Man, there was like this leaked quest or leaked Mementos dialogue from Persona 5, and it was like the Phantom Thieves try and convince a gamer who pirates that he is wrong.
I saw that.
So good, dude.
Put it in.
The last quote was like, "On behalf of all the creative types, we thank you," or something.
Put that in the Royal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then you played a bit of Dreams, right? That's cool.
Oh yeah, I only played like the intro and the PT remaster, remake thing. And yeah, I want to dive into that, but first impressions, hey, it controls really well.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool.
That's surprising.
Like you want that to be responsive,
yeah.
So. And the PT thing loaded up in 2 seconds. Like the loading times and that is nuts.
Interesting.
You just load into any game you want instantly.
How limited do you think this limited run is?
I don't know. You can still buy it, right?
As of last night, you could.
Yo, dude, I would just fucking buy it. You're gonna want in on this crazy ride, I think.
I'm thinking about it. I get paid in a couple days, so I might.
All right. Well, you do you, sir.
All right.
I wish you the best.
All right.
Oh fuck! I think my headphone got unplugged. Shit.
You're all good.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right. Are we good with the podcast?
I think so.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Christian, if you want to mention anything else, you can feel free to.
I got a Pokemon show. Goes live every Wednesday.
Pokemon?
I'm making my friend play through Pokemon Blue for the first time because he's never played a Pokemon game.
Did he pick Blue?
He did pick Blue.
And his choices were that or yellow or red?
So I said no yellow because yellow is weird.
Fair.
Because it's basically just retelling season 1.
That's true.
So he's playing Blue. I'm playing Red. He's liking it a lot.
Oh, you're playing Red right now?
Yeah, just because I wanted to have a fresh perspective on a lot of the stuff.
How's it going for you?
Good so
just
far.
Briefly.
Good so far. We've recorded 4 episodes. Episode 2 went live today. Each episode has a gym as the focus. It's on youtube.com/joyclicks. It's on podcast services. Just got My First Mon.
You guys are playing every Pokemon game in anticipation of Detective Pikachu, I imagine?
Yes.
All right. Very cool.
And then Marvel podcast also on the channel. Also on podcast services.
All right. Very well. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.